Another beautiful day, another day when we continue enjoying the drama in our country. If you are here for the first time, this is Kashis Kaiman, the tourist man in Black Africa. There are two constants in politics. That is betrayal and interest. So anytime that a politician is mentioned, expect betrayal in one way or the other. Also expect politicians to go for their interests in one way or the other. If you look at Kenya Kwanza government, it is a time to betray the hustlers. It is a time to cater for their interest. Because when you look at the nominee that William Samoei Ruto has fronted, the guys that are being, the men and women that are being vetted by our parliamentarians, who is not to be decided anyway. And I know this one is going to upset many people. This video is likely to upset many people, but we have no apologies. Because what is happening is that when you look at all the nominees, none of them is fit to hold office. Hakuna hata moja. The only person I think is fit to hold office is Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki, I think, is competent and is not tainted. But when you look at all the others, none of them is clean. Some of them have murder cases, others theft cases, others cases in court, others have been accused or have been involved in mega corruptions, others they are known to abuse, to insult people. They have no dignity of their own. They are uncouth. Some of them cannot pass chapter 6 of the integrity test. Kwa hivyo ni watu ambao wanafaa kutupiliwa bali. And I think this is contempt when we look at William Samoei Ruto. Again, something that is very interesting. When you look at our governors are not happy. When you look at them, especially those from UDA, Mount Kenya especially, these governors are not happy. If you look at Wamatagi, for example, when you saw him on Sunday, and this is when the first lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, was in a place called Goigwa Church, Catholic Church. They all assembled there. And finally they had lunch in one of William Samoei Ruto's friends in a place, the same estate called Goigwa. Kwa hivyo swali ambalo watu wanajiuliza, why did they have to troop? Did all the Kiambu leadership have to go all the way to the church? Did they have to abandon their work and go and receive the first lady, who does not hold any political office anyway? Because kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba we can see the county government under capture from William Samoei Ruto. So these guys have been captured. If you look at Sakaja is an unhappy man. When you look at Irogo Kangata, he has gone mute. If you look at Kimani Wamatagi is confused. This is because of the many things that are happening in the county governments. For one, the county governments have not received, I think, over 51 billion. Utaona kwamba serikali ya William Samoei Ruto, the Nabii government has not sent money to the county governments, and there is disquiet in the counties. The governors are not happy because of what is happening. The other reason is because when you look at these guys, the cabinet who have been appointed in the county governments, the executive committees, and when you look again at those people who have been nominated, one trait is common. You are likely to find brothers, you're likely to find sisters, you're likely to find cousins, and you ask yourself, what a coincidence. In fact, none of the hustlers have been nominated in the cabinets, in the executive cabinets of the governors. None of the hustlers has been appointed in the MCA, that is the county assembly. And this is very, very interesting. In fact, there are some places that you find, for instance, encouraging being appointed in the Yema nation. And you wonder why are there no Kikuyus There are no Kikuyus in the Mount Kenya region, so that you can go for the Kalenjin. The Kalenjin should be appointed in the Kalenjin counties. And that is why you see, that's one reason you find these guys are not happy. Because you see, William Samoei Ruto and his people are the one who forced these guys and told them the kind of people to appoint. You have to appoint these guys. And again, this is something that tells that the governors are under capture. The same case applies to parliament. When you listen to Wetangula, Moses Wetangula especially, when he is interviewing the cabinet nominees, utapata kwamba ana mapendeleo mengi sana. Utaona kwamba he's not objective. The guy is actually is not even conversant with what he's supposed to ask. Kwa sababu you see a guy who is actually implementing William Samoei Ruto's agenda. You see a guy, instead of vetting, instead of trying to give this country a cabinet that will be able to deliver, yeye kile ambacho anafanya ni kujaribu kuzuia hata wasiulizwe maswali. Anataka wakwepe maswali. I look at the way he was sympathizing. I look at the way he was trying to assist Aisha Jumwa to answer questions. And then you ask yourself, are these the guys? Is this the parliament that we expect? You know, one thing that people should know is that parliament is an independent institution and represent the people. They work on the behalf of the people. So when you have the parliamentarians, ukiwapata pale the senators, ukiwaangalia utaona kwamba kile ambacho wanafanya ni kujaribu kutimiza malengo maslahi ya William Samoei Ruto. So you see parliament that is under capture, parliament that is not independent, parliament that is answerable to the executive, just the way we are seeing the judiciary. Our judiciary again under capture. Ndio sababu utaona hata Aisha Jumwa sasa hana kesi. And I sympathize with the victims of those people who had their people murdered, who had cases. Because you see, when the DPP say that these people have no case at once, when they say that some of these cases have to be withdrawn, it is very, very disheartening. Again, ukiangalia hata ile kesi ya Gachagua that he had been accused of embezzling, I think, over 7-point-something billion. You see, now the case is completely crumbling in front of our eyes. And yet we say that we have a country. We have a country that is under dictatorship. We now have a country that is a one-man show. And you can only sympathize with our independent institutions because we see there's nothing they can do. They have to do. They have to keep on looking over their shoulders to please William Samoei Ruto. I have to sympathize with the governors. We have to sympathize with the voters. And I can tell you, just like Orego said, that this government will start eating its people. By the time people realize what is happening, by the time people realize that all those executive members of the cabinet in the National Assembly, those people who are working for William Samoei Ruto, by the time they realize all those nominees, MCAs, those executive committee members, those in the cabinet of the governors, by the time people realize that these are stooges, these are people who have been proposed by William Samoei Ruto and his friends, things have gone haywire. Kwa hivyo ni mambo ambayo watu wanafaa kujiuliza. Kwa sababu swali ambalo tunajiuliza, iko haja gani kuhakikisha kwamba magavana wafanyi kazi? And I won't tell you that these are not the kind of people that you're expecting. In fact, you cannot compare the current governors with the former governors. For instance, you cannot compare even Sonko with Sakaja. Sakaja has gone mute. You know, the smooth talker governor, kwa sababu hivyo ndivyo ilivyo, utapata kwamba amelemewa na kazi, and again he's not happy. You look at Waiguru, she's not happy. No governor from Mount Kenya is happy because of the way they are being manipulated by William Samoei Ruto. And now, the good thing is that Baba is not on the show. Uhuru is not on the show. And the funny thing is that William Samoei Ruto and his government are still in the campaign mood. They are still campaigning. Yesterday, he was in Gong, giving promise after promise after promise. Even before, he has promised another promise. Another one crops up. even before he fulfill any promise, unapata anatoa ahadi nyingi sana. And these are the promises that are going to fail William Samoei Ruto. So if you're there and you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly you can subscribe now. Take a minute. For viewers, I request you to give this video a thumbs up. That's the only way you can support us. For those who ask our numbers, who would like to talk to us directly, please, our number is always there. And let us also have a blessed day. And remember to comment, by the way, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.